I get along with him.
It's charming.
Now, where was I headed?
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Quite the predicament.
Welcome.
Seek out a town I've yet to visit.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Here we are.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
Onward to Vernworth Castle. Onward to Vernworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Though I cannot enter the palace myself, I will at least escort you to the entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
We've arrived, I see. We shall wait here.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! Time. This place is too
I'm ready for patrol.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. It takes the sentinel posted out.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
But surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Have you some business here?
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
Suppose I'm tired. Barely slept a wink.
Not sure I can handle this.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brandt at once. Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Do not forget that we work... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phasus, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
That's odd.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. Very well. However, do not forget that exposing the false sovereign will be vital in orchestrating your rightful ascension to the throne. I pray that you will aid me in this ere long. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? I have been pursuing, or would Your Majesty be willing to venture to Vermont's east? I am glad to hear it.
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermon's eastern edge and investigate him? I've a rough idea of where... our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So, before you check the price, just remember. Misers don't. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important person. Do you mean?
Good evening, sir. I trust... You fared all right on the roads, despite the out. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer.